Hello, friends. It is me. I'm back. And remember my last live? If you were on my last live, let me know. Because on that last live, I said I was going to do this more often, right? And so here I am 2 or 3 months later. And we're going to dive into procrastination, which is the thing that you all mentioned the most that you wanted to talk about. And here I am pretty much procrastinating. And that video was about creation and capacity. And part of capacity, and we're going to talk about a little bit, was avoiding certain emotions and kind of how my own self-discovery has gone on. But before we dive in, can I just say, is anyone else sad that Facebook is deleting the Facebook Live videos so quickly? Like, they deleted all the history of Facebook Lives not too long ago, right? And then now it's up for 30 days and it's gone. But here's an inside scoop if you want. Like that video that I did, as well as this one right now, I am putting up also on YouTube Live on my channel at the same time. So if you want to go back and watch the other one, hey, Angel. See, I love the Facebook Lives because I can kind of see and interact and it feels real. And also, especially, would you agree, in the age of AI, it kind of feels nice to know in a live video that the person's really like there, like I'm here. And so I love live videos. So those of you who have used live videos in the past, I'm curious, what are you doing? Like, are you pre-recording now, or are you you're going ahead and doing it, but then just letting it die after 30 days? I'm so sad. Facebook, bring back the Facebook Lives. I wish that would be nice. Yes, annoying. Thank you in the comments. Thank you, Angel. But that last video, just to touch on it, was about creation and capacity. Creation from the standpoint of pouring out from your overflow to create things that add value to others. And I shared how that has been helping me. And I attended a workshop that I reviewed that, I learned that and implemented it right away. And the other part was emotional capacity and the ability to feel things. And as promised, although I'm procrastinating on it, I'm going to dive in, especially about procrastination specifically, because that's, I think, what resonated with a lot of people. Because sometimes we can think that procrastination is a time management issue. Would you agree? But it's not. So we'll dive into this. And by the way, I have something new at the end. I'm going to share a little bit of a teaser I'm really excited about. So hang in there. But procrastination is not a time management issue. More than likely, procrastination is an attempt to avoid a feeling. Similar to like when we avoid conflict, when we people please, when we self-sabotage. Some of these actions that we take or avoid are actually avoiding an emotion. And something I mentioned about on the last video is that the way to grow our emotional capacity, which is our willingness and ability to feel an emotion and be okay with it, is to tell the truth. It is to tell the truth about how we're feeling. So procrastination might be a time management issue, but more than likely it is avoiding, for example, shame. And this I shared on the last video as well, because if I can just wait till last minute, I can sit in it. If I give it my all and it's still not good enough, I have the excuse, oh, I was so rushed at the end. If I had time, I could have done better. So it's that attempt to avoid shame. And I think in this standpoint also, it's avoiding the judgment, because coming live, although it is so fun and I love to do it, and I know it helps me, and I think it connects with some of you, and it's really great, and I love it, there is a little bit of that fear of judgment. And then what's really funny, have you ever noticed this about things that you're procrastinating? If you're fearing judgment about the thing, the longer you procrastinate, you start to fear the judgment on how long you've waited. Like, oh my gosh, what are people going to think? So the willingness to look at that emotion and be like, oh, that's the thing that I'm avoiding. It helps to grow. And for me, it has helped to relieve some anxiety that I have been feeling prior to all of these recent mindset shifts that I've experienced, kind of back into the flow of feeling normal again. People please is another one. People please can be mistaken as kindness. It looks like kindness. But when I learned this from another coach leader recently, it kind of shocked me. People pleasing is a form of manipulation. We're trying to act in a certain way to manipulate how someone else perceives us. Isn't that crazy? Because that seems like exactly the opposite of what we're trying to be. We're trying to be nice. We're trying to say, try safe to avoid the feeling of rejection when we try to people please. Did that open anyone's mind? Let me know. And self-sabotage is another one. Self-sabotage, this one was interesting to learn, isn't necessarily sabotage at all. It is protection. We're protecting ourselves. Again, we don't want to feel a feeling, that feeling of not being enough, that feeling of disappointment. When we self-sabotage, when we don't do our best, we are avoiding risking not getting the thing that we want. We're avoiding the risking the disappointment of not getting the thing that we want. So again, all of these can be related to an emotion that we're not feeling. So again, to grow our emotional capacity is simply a willingness to look at the truth about how we feel, about what the circumstance is, what is the story that we have in our mind that we're applying to it, and is that story really true? Asking questions around it. And it's so good. Anyway, I'm about to wrap this up, but something I'm excited about. If you know me in real life, you've been in person. I've not shared this with a whole lot of people, but around the time I was in that session about 3 months ago, like the end of August, I have jumped into life coach certification. I've been doing Christian life coach certification, and which is where I'm getting a lot of this content. It's just building on so many years of what I've been doing and coaching women, especially. And I'm really excited to dive in. So I got through all the curriculum, and it's still a process. I have the classwork to do, and they offer that as it comes a little bit later. But I'm really excited, and I will share a little bit more later on. But something I'd appreciate your feedback on is if I've been I'm still deciding how to do this. And I was going to kind of wait and in the new year do a 90-day transformation challenge to come with a planner and everything. But in the meantime, I was getting kind of excited and wondering, maybe I could do also come like a short-term finish strong sprint or something. If you think of somebody in your life, maybe you or somebody who would find value in something like that. I'm still like creating it. So tell me, like maybe a group coach for a couple weeks, or maybe just a couple weeks of one-on-one coaching to set goals, or health is also an option. I'm still doing that, or mindset, or any of these emotional triggers, or business coaching, something. What transformation, what would you love? Or even just feeling that calm and peace around the holidays in this crazy time. What would you think? Would a short-term session sprint to the end of the year be valuable to you or anyone that you know? If you have feedback, great. If not, no problem. I'm just really excited to share that with you. And I'll be sharing more on that later. But anyway, thanks for tuning in on my procrastinated video that is now live. Again, once this goes off Facebook, hi YouTube. Those of you on YouTube will get to still see this. Everyone else head over there. But thanks everybody for being here. I'll see you on the next one. I'll post. It may or may not be alive. I'm still figuring that out. It'll be a post or a video or something.